All right, so today we are taking a look at our Yasukata Chef Cookware Wok. Now this is a pre-season wok, and we're gonna be testing that out today by cooking a fried egg in it. If it is pre-season, we should have no problem with the non-stick nature of this pan. So we'll be testing that out today. First thing we gotta do is get this pan ripping hot. Get yourselves a little bit of cooking oil. I'll be using some canola today and just a few eggs. We're just gonna be using one today. And we should easily be able to cook this non-stick, move it around inside the pan since it's a non-stick pan. But like I said, step number one, let's get this. Now, as you can see, this is a pretty big sized wok, nice bottom to it, clean all the way around with a nice wood handle. That's what I appreciate the most out of it. So it's not gonna become hot at all because obviously that heat isn't gonna be conducting onto the wood. So you should be safe to touch this wood handle at all times, which is obviously really nice. All right, so we are now seeing our wok kind of change colors. I think it's ready to be hit with some oil, so we're gonna throw in some of our canola oil. Just there, that was probably a little much. And now what we wanna do is move it all around, get it up the sides a little bit before we toss our egg in there. This is our first use on this wok. So I just wanna see how non-stick this is. We're gonna let it heat up a little bit more, and then we're gonna crack our egg. All right, I think this is hot enough. Let's go ahead and crack our egg inside and see how it turns out. Crack it right on top. Ooh, get a little bit more. So right away you can see we are getting that nice fluffy texture from our fried egg, which is exactly what we want from a nice oil fried egg. We're gonna let it cook down just a little bit, and then we're gonna try to move it around and see how it works. You can see there, it is lifting up from the pan already. So that does show me that it is pretty non-stick. I should be using more of a metal. Oh yeah, look at that. So definitely no sticking happening on the bottom, but we should, once we get this to cook a little bit, it does kind of want to flop off, but I gotta let it cook just a tiny bit more. So I pretty much stuck to none of the surface. You can see that there's a little bit on the bottom, but really nothing whatsoever. Cooked pretty nicely. We're gonna let it finish cooking on the other side just a little bit. I mean, it did not a bad job. I think I could have let it heat up a little bit more. I honestly didn't need to flip it. That's kind of what made it stick at the end there. But it did make a pretty nice fried egg. See, we got a little bit of yolk there still. I think that's partially my fault for letting that overcook on the one side, but not a bad result. Turned out pretty good. Honestly, not bad. But could have been a little better non-stick.